Good morning, children. In today's session, we are going to learn properties of division. Okay, children. Till now, we learned properties of addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay, today we see about division. Okay, children. Let us see the first one. Children, before teaching properties, let us solve few examples. Okay, so let me take one example. Children, let us solve this first. 5 divided by 1. So what we'll get as the answer? How we do the division? 1 divided by 5. Right? What is the quotient? 5. Isn't it? Next, in the same way, 25 divided by 1 means 125. Means 1 2s are 2 and 5. 1 5s are 5, 0. Then what is the quotient? 25. When we are dividing one number with 1, so what we are getting as a quotient? We are getting the same number as a quotient. Isn't it, children? So here also I took 25. I divided by 1. So what is the quotient I got here? The same number which I took as a dividend, I got as a quotient. Okay, so what is the first property? If any number is divided by 1, the quotient is number itself. Got it, children? If you are dividing any number by 1, then the quotient is the number itself. Okay, children? So let us go for the next one. Here, if any number which is not a 0, means non-zero number. If any non-zero number we are taking and we are dividing the number by itself, means here I am taking one number, I am dividing the number by itself. 6 divided by 6. What is the answer that I am going to get? 6 table I will take as a divisor and dividend also 6. Then what is the answer? Quotient I am going to get? 6 ones are 6. What is the quotient I got here? 1. Let's take the another number. 32 divided by 32. Okay, children. Now, so divisor is 32. Dividend is also 32. Okay, children. Now, 32 ones are 32. By looking at these two examples, what can we conclude, children? We can say that if any non-zero number is divided by itself, okay, then the quotient is 1. Understood, children? When we are dividing any number by itself, the quotient is 1. Okay, children? Is that clear what I am saying? First one is, if any number is divided by 1, the quotient is number itself. When any non-zero number is divided by itself, then the quotient is 1. Okay, children? Next, let us see the third property of division. If 0 is divided by any number, let us see with the example. If 0 is divided by any number, then what is the answer? Means this 8 is what? Divisor. And dividend is 0. If 0 is divided by any number, then what we get as a quotient? In the 8 table, do we get 0? No. Then what do we take? 8 zeros are 0. Isn't it, children? So, if 0 is divided by a number, the quotient is 0. You can take for any other number also, child. 0 divided by 99. Okay, so 99 is divisor, 0 is dividend, then 99 table. In 99 table, do we get 0? No. Right, children? So, sorry. Now, 99 zeros are 0. Isn't, children? So are these three properties clear, my children? Yes, if 0 is divided by any number, then the quotient is 0. Okay, so let's see once again. If a number is divided by 1, then the quotient is number itself. Okay, now if any number is divided by itself, then the quotient is 1. Now, if 0 is divided by any number, then what is the quotient? 0. Okay, now let's see the last property that we have. Children, here if I am taking like this, 8 divided by 2. What is the answer? Yes, 4. Now again, I am taking here 8 divided by 4. 2. Right, children? Do we have any other relation among these three numbers, children? See, I used 8, 2, 4. Three numbers I used here. Isn't it? So, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, I got 4 as an answer. Okay. Now, again I took 8 divided by 4. So, I got 2 as an answer. Okay. So, use these three numbers, children. And I want 8 as the answer. By taking 2 and 4, can I get 8? Is it possible? Take 2, 4 and get 8. Is it possible? Yes. How? 2 4s or 4 2s 8. Okay. So, in the same way we can write for any other. Why? Because I am taking smaller number. It is easy to calculate. Okay. So, take another number. Okay, children. Now, let's take... okay. I took these three numbers. Okay. First, let us take 2 3s 6. By using multiplication, I did this. By using division, how can we do this? Now, division means 6 divided by 3 is nothing but 2. Right? Next, 6 divided by 2 is nothing but 3. Okay. So, when we are dividing, for each and every division problem, we have two facts. These are called division facts. And whereas this is called multiplication fact. Understood, children? Nothing, just I am interchanging the number by using multiplication and division. I am getting the other number. That's it. Okay, I took 2, 4, 8. Okay, by take any three numbers in your mind. Okay, and use multiplication and division. By using those, just frame sums like this. Okay, so I took 2, 3, 6. 2 3s are 6. Multiplication fact I got. Whether if I want to take check by division. 6 divided by 3, 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. Those are division facts. Okay, children. These are the properties that we have for divisions. Okay, children. So, in your textbook, page number 60 and 61, we have, see, you can see here they have given properties of division. After that, in task number, page number 60, in page number 60, task 1, here, find the dividends in these divisions using multiplication fact. Means, here something should be divided by 5 so that we get 7. Right? So, here what do we write? 35 divided by 5 so that we get the 7. Okay, children? So, in the same way, you are supposed to do bit number 1, 2 from page number 60 and go for the next page. Page number, that is page number 61. In that page, bit number 3, fill in the blanks. Just based on all the properties. That's it. Okay, children? So, finish this also. Next, children, here, now find the dividend by using the given formula. We know this formula. Do you know this formula, children? We learnt and we did. I conducted a test and most of you did correctly also. Okay, children. Dividend is equals to, read out along with me, children. Dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So for these three problems, what you are supposed to, divisor is given, quotient is given, remainder is also given. You're supposed to find out the dividend. So what you're supposed to do? Multiply divisor and quotient. Means what you're supposed to do? 125 into 120. Do multiplication, okay? 125 into 120. And whatever the product you get, add to the remainder. That is the formula, right? Multiply divisor and quotient. Whatever the product you get, add it to the remainder. Same. Okay. So, divisor, quotient and remainder is given. Okay, children. So, divisor 532 into 228 means divisor into quotient plus remainder. How much we have remainder? 156. Okay, children. Next, same. What do we write here? Can you tell me, children? Yes, just tell along with me. Divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, children? So, to get dividend, we have this formula. Right? I hope it is clear to everyone. So, today we are supposed to do page number 60 and 61 in the textbook. Page number 65. Page number 65 in math homework book. Okay, catch the concept means revision. Okay, children, catch the concept. Page number 71, 72 in the textbook. Page number 71, 72 in the textbook. Okay, children. So, page number 60, 61, 71, 72 in the textbook. Whereas, page number 65 in math homework book. Okay, children. I hope it's clear. If you have any query, once again I'm saying, please feel free to call. Okay, children. Thank you.